I have no idea. We're gonna find out. I need the save that has the satellite laser in my storage box, which I don't remember which one that is. So, I guess we're going to find out. 3, 2, 1, go. I guess we are going to find out. So, this is Yakuza Dead Souls. If you haven't seen Yakuza Dead Souls, you're in for a treat. Yes, this is a Yakuza game. Trust me. Has it in the name. Dear oh dear, this is, I don't do this often. But it did win a poll on Twitter, so I suppose I have to... I suppose that I have to, you know... actually go ahead with my promises and all that jazz. We start with Akiyama. We start with Akiyama. There's gonna be a whole bunch of mail that we're gonna get, which is the game telling me, congratulations, you did a whole bunch of stuff in your original save. Here's a bunch of rewards, which I don't care about. There's only one I care about. And we should have it. There's also an unlockable infinite ammo rocket launcher, which I don't have, which would theoretically make the run go way faster, but again, I don't have it, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to get it. I have had to reset up my Dead Souls save about 6 times, and at this point, I'm done. As much as I actually do enjoy Dead Souls, no, I'm done. Look at this PS3 era graphics. This is what the remaster games look like before you actually had the remasters. Like, and this is the engine that led into 5.0-ish in K1, etc. Thanks, Bob. This is all Bob, by the way. Alright, thanks, Bob. There we go. Once again, much like the other games in the PS3 era, if we put our camera down to the floor, we actually despawn civilians. It doesn't work on zombies. I can't believe I have to actually say that. It doesn't work on zombies. And yes, the bloom is that bright. It is just physically bright. That's the old PS3 games for you. Listen, Bob's okay. He gives me good stuff like a satellite laser. We can't blame Bob too much. But yeah, that's the that's kind of the gist. Someone flies out of a window, they start biting people. Here come zombies. There's your plot. There's 2 Bobs in this. There is Bob A and Bob B. I'm assuming it's Bob A because Bob A is the one that has all of the items. So welcome to Yakuza Dead Souls. This is Yakuza Dead Souls. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's it. That's the game. That's the game. We're gonna shoot some zombies. That's the video game. Also, as you can see, the game has a lot of load times. Game has a very, very metric ton of load times. When we actually get into the game itself, I will actually start talking about Dead Souls and why I actually think that some of the things that Dead Souls does is actually kind of clever for the Yakuza series, and also why it actually works in some cases. Also, look how wide the streets are. Like, I don't think they were widened for this, but like they feel physically wider than, say, 4 and 3. It's weird. But we're gonna get graded on our performance each time. Oh my god, it's so hard to run upstairs. We're gonna get graded on our performance each time we do certain bits. None of those grades matter. If I really cared about saving time, I'd be max level, but I really don't. You don't even need max level. You only really need, like, level... Oh, the old PS3 save system. Oh my fucking god, I hate you. I forgot about you. Yes, cancel the fucking save. Yes! God, I forgot about how bad the PS3 save UI was. Oh, it's gonna happen on every single save prompt. And there's more save prompts than there are chapters in the game. Some just turn up randomly. So yeah, if you're wondering why I'm running New Game Plus, it's so that we can get through it faster. That's genuinely it. I always say in regards to Yakuza runs that, you know, I'm not gonna be, I don't like running New Game Plus of stuff. Yeah, Dead Souls is the difference. Dead Souls is the norm. I'm running New Game Plus and you can't stop me. I did do an any percent once, but it did take about I think it was like an hour 15 longer. I could easily cut that down if I was serious, but no. The idea was basically, I think the idea was get a submachine gun for Akiyama. Majima and Ryuji were fine with their weapons. Kiryu get an assault rifle. And then obviously he gets his anti-material rifle at the end. That is what I, if I remember rightly, is what I did. Then this would have been 4 years ago at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Either way, Hannah has, she's got massive fever. She's not feeling very well, and all of a sudden zombies are everywhere. That's Dead Souls. Yeah, as Hoxie says, not really. Also, I don't know if there was ever a digital version of this, but obviously I'm running on disc PS3. And that's why my guns are silver. These are, I think they're the full version of Akiyama's guns. I might be wrong. Oh my god. Pew, 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 pew. So one thing that Dead Souls actually doesn't do too badly at is the whole run and gun aspect. Like, I can just literally run forward with my guns and just like keep shooting to get past enemies. Like, that's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Also, if you're wondering about the FPS with this amount of zombies, it's not the zombies you need to worry about. What you need to worry about is actually this. Particle effects. Damn, I didn't get over the fire. Yep. You want to be looking at the ground not just to despawn civilians, but to keep the frame rate high. I wish I was joking about that. I'm not. Also, if you aim in first person, you shoot faster than if you aim third person. And by first person, when I do the zoom in reticle like that, you know exactly what I mean by that. So we do have also a skill called Headshot Mastery, which basically, as you can see, allows me to aim for headshots. Which is actually very useful for certain zombies and not useful for other zombies. Because there are actually special infected in this game. Actual special infected. You might recognize some of them. So when you do the any percent, you have to do that heat move there, which is why, again, any percent, with any percent, you have to do everything. We've literally skipped like 3 tutorials at this point from any percent. That's the other reason why New Game Plus is like way faster, is just doesn't matter about tutorials. So we went to Dokimoto's to try and get some medicine for Hannah, and we found the way has been blocked off. And then there's this guy, Negahama, who he's gonna name drop Kiryu. See? I'm no Kazuma Kiryu. But he's gonna take us to go get guns, even though we got these guns from the tutorial. Don't worry about it. I like as well the hypocrisy of Yakuza 4 saying Akiyama can't use guns, and then fucking Dead Souls comes along and says, nope, Akiyama's using guns now. Thanks, Yakuza 4. So again, holding my camera down to save on the frame rate. I don't have to kill any of these zombies. I'm only killing the ones that are going to be a problem. And we're going to make use of the new areas in Yakuza 4, like the underground, etc. Hello. To be able to get down and go around the city. Here comes an unfortunate part. I said you can skip all the tutorials in New Game Plus. I lied. Because that's Dead Souls. I can't remember her name, Hasegawa, I think. I might be wrong with that. She has a bunch of optional missions that you can do for extra points and stuff like that. There's Hasegawa. Look at the memory on me. Look at the memory on this Dead Souls. Also, I want you to pay very close attention to where I'm running right now, because I'm going to go down these stairs, which is a very, very quick way to go down here, and you're going to see later on we're going to have access to that same bloody area. Cool. So every time you get a results screen, usually you'll get a save prompt. B, because I didn't do any heat sniping kills, which, surprise, you're not going to see many of those, because they're long and slow. Every heat action in this game is like a QT that gives you very little time to react to it and drops the FPS to 5 in every single one, so good luck hitting it. Good luck hitting it on the harder difficulty settings. Does it make you feel like playing Dead Rising? Because Dead Rising is good. Dead Rising is good fun, as long as we're talking Dead Rising 1 or 2. So, Akiyama takes a submachine gun here. We're not going to use that. Thanks. Those QTEs suck. They pretty do. Singular but 2 is no problem. Oh, okay, I understand now. So, you don't need to keep your NPC allies with you for the most part. You saw there that I gave him in specific instructions to come with me. We are going to need our NPC allies to at least be somewhat close to us at some points, because if they die, that will be game over at points, but I'd say it's rare that they die, but there is 1 or 2 NPCs that can get caught by some zombies, and then that's that. So you'll see me say back me up a lot, so that they don't, like, stay behind to, like, fight zombies. We do have 2 medkits that you can use to, like, heal them up. Whenever you hear this music, that usually means there's like a horde around. There you go, you can see them spawning in there. They have spawn points like here, where if you can't see around the corner, for example, or doorways, like this one coming up on the right. There you go. That one right there. Now, for our first special infected, this is a meathead. It's definitely not a tank, by the way. Hello? There you go. Its weak point definitely isn't the head, by the way. Actually, I can't remember if I need to kill all those or not. I think you don't have to. And now comes the worst bit of trying to 100% the game. The Subterranea. We have to go here, like, twice during Akiyama's part, as part of the story. So, this is the Subterranea. As you could probably imagine, yep, it's the sewers. So I say this often in Yakuza speedruns, and that most Yakuza games require you to do all sub-stories before you get to fight Amon. For Amon in this game, you have to do all the Subterranea instead, which is a lot. Every new character gains access to the Subterranea, and some of them have a lot more flaws than others. The Subterranea layouts for Akiyama in the story are always the same. So if my memory is good enough, I should remember which direction I'm supposed to go in. But that's the reason why I've got the camera pan down, is to try and save my frames. It's not for like despawning purposes or anything like that. Time for our next special infected. Definitely not the witch. This is a crybaby. When you get close, they scream, and they summon zombies. One on the floor. Cool. That's that. Sass. But yeah, like, the only things you actually need in terms of the run skill-wise is literally bigger inventory helps, especially obviously on any percent where you want some more ammo. Reload mastery, because surprise, faster reload is faster. Oh, wow. That's a shock. And then the headshot mastery, which ironically enough is the first thing you get and is an actual, like, it's one of those, like, if you know Yakuza 0 where you have to get the first one in the brawler tree, it's like that. You have to get it. Like, you can't avoid it. So Waifu should run this. If Waifu has any common sense, Waifu should stay the hell away from this. But we're gonna lose a fair chunk of time. Once again, he says he's no Kazuma Kiryu. It's the last time we see Nagahama for a couple of chapters. He's gonna come back. No. Yes. Actually saved time. Wow! It's a miracle. Alright, so. It's time for the case of the amazing teleporting Kamiyama. So, we're supposed to go to Dokimoto's. You're going to notice on our minimap that Dokimoto's is actually in the south part of the city, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to turn around, and you're going to see that Kamiyama is in front of us. If you try and go to Dokimoto's, Kamiyama is in front of Dokimoto's. Kamiyama is actually on Dead Souls' map in 2 places at the same time. So, instead of going down there, all the way around the corner to get to Kamiyama, we're just going to run right into him here. Maybe it's both Kamiyamas. I mean, canonically, there are 2 of them. So, instead, this is Kamiyama, obviously, unsurprisingly after you've seen the other Yakuza games, he's your weapon master guy, he's the guy that, like, upgrades your guns and stuff like that. But we're New Game Plus, so we're not going to mod or buy anything. Instead, I'm going to go to the safe room at the back, because I can transfer weapons here. And we're going to see if this is the right save or not. It is. Good. Good. Allow me to just equip that, thank you. I now have a satellite laser, and if you're wondering how good the satellite laser is, you'll see it at some point. Not just yet, you'll see it at some point. And like I said, unfortunately, you can't skip every tutorial in New Game Plus, because the game is now going to tutorialize us on how to go into the infected zone. So, one thing that I will genuinely praise Dead Souls for, and then also blame Dead Souls for, is in Dead Souls, Kamurocho as a map is constantly evolving. After certain story elements, certain parts of Kamurocho are going to be blocked off. That's because it's the infected zone and the zombies are going to spread the infection. So, at some point, this road that we're on here at the back of the Millennium Tower is going to get blocked off. Not until we get to the 3rd character, but it's still going to get blocked off. So, Hasegawa is obviously teaching us here how to go back into the infected zone. For now, there's a couple of different ways to get back into the infected zone, but for the first half of the game, we go via the back of the Millennium Tower. Speak to this lad here. Let me go in. There is an item coming up in this next bit that always spawns, so if you're doing any percent, this is a very early source of money that is really good for getting weapons and upgrades. Upgrades also require materials from the special infected zombies. So all the special infected zombies can drop a item that's unique to them, and you basically need a couple of them to upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. If zombies are dropping in, they will also block you off. So, just gotta be careful. Literally fine. So, for this one, we just have to head to Theatre Square and then come back. So, you'll see we can't actually... Wait, I thought we could. I can't. Shit. I got mixed up. Where am I going? That way. I knew I could go up. I got confused for a second there. Good old Dead Souls. So we're going to go out into Theatre Square here, and now, if you have places in the infected zone, like, say, Club Sega here, the only way to get to them is to run through all of that just to get here. I will praise the fact that Yakuza Dead Souls is very brave in changing up the map of Kamurocho quite a lot, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass because if you want to go do karaoke and stuff, you're stuck. So, notice that item that you can see shining on the ground. That is a very specific figure that Kamiyama wants. It sells for, I think, 50,000 yen. So if you need money early on, like for say any percent to get like weapon upgrades and stuff, that one's always there. So you can guarantee on that. So now we're gonna head back. And this is the problem, is you have to go this way every time you want to go back. You're in the way of the door. That's fine. Ugh. Because there's a couple of vents on the roof and the sides where the zombies can spawn from, and that door, as you can see there. If they spawn in those locations, then you can get blocked off quite easily. Go back. Okay, cool. Date better be playable. Date is not playable, but Date is a partner character. I'll get into partner characters in a little bit. Because we're about to get introduced to somebody that helps out with those partner characters. Oh boy. If there is two things... Well, actually, there's a couple of things that actually Yakuza Dead Souls gets quite right. I've said this a couple of times, and I will say it again. Yakuza Dead Souls is the first Yakuza game that actually has sub-story markers. Yep. So, you'll need to give some praise toward Yakuza Dead Souls for actually giving you quality of life with your sub-story markers. If it wasn't for Dead Souls, who knows if we'd have got sub-story markers. Thank you, Yakuza Dead Souls. Either way, you can see on the minimap, like, this red area here is the infected zone. It's gonna grow as the game carries on. The trouble with the infected zone growing is that the taxi spots around the city don't change. So once the taxi spots around the city get, like, completely taken over, you've got no taxi spot. Which is another point against Yakuza Dead Souls. So, we're now going to go to Dokimoto's to find Dokimoto to get the medicine for Hannah. Can't remember if I can go through that on this old engine or not, so I'm not going to bother. You can always say it's Dokimoto's because there's the picture of the anime girl. So we're finally getting back on track with the story to go save Hannah. And unfortunately, Dokimoto's not here, but this lady is. She won't give us the drugs. But then she does give us the drugs. So Dokimoto is out on a call. Dokimoto is actually in the infected zone right now, obviously. He's your first partner character. So what you do is you go back into the infected zone, go find Dokimoto, and then he joins you, and he has his own gun and everything. All the partner characters do. Arase, that Arase, is actually a partner character in this game. That Arase, one and the fucking same. Of all the places to make your grand glorious comeback, it was not Dead Souls. And look who it is! It's the legend himself! Hey, yeah. Gary Buster Holmes! So Gary Buster Holmes is your partner trainer for this game. Good old Gary here will actually level up your partners quicker. Here's Gary's boot camp. This is the reason why you know that Yakuza 5 uses Yakuza Dead Souls' map. It's because that gets introduced in Dead Souls and is still in 5's map. Good. Good. So, Gary is going to ask us to do one of two tutorials. Fight. Here's what we're going to do instead. Ready, go! Fun fact, this is how we realized minigames were skippable in the Yakuza speedruns. Bad. Gary's not impressed. I wouldn't be either. See you later, Gary. Gary is amazing in this game. He just fucking turns up. He's great. If that's one other thing that Yakuza Dead Souls gets right, Gary. There's another character that Yakuza Dead Souls gets right, and you'll see him in probably about 45 minutes. So, thankfully, the game isn't going to make us walk halfway across the city again, and it's going to actually ask us if we want to go and carry on with the story. Thank you, Yakuza Dead Souls. Yes, I do. And this is what I call the Dead Souls effect, because the confirmation box for that was the top option. And the confirmation box for this is the bottom option. You know how most Yakuza games, the confirmation box is either the top one or the bottom one? Yakuza Dead Souls says go fuck yourself, and changes it up depending on the situation. Thank you, Yakuza Dead Souls. So this will be the last time we have to run through the subterranean. Yeah, this will be the last time we have to run through the subterranean. We're trying to get back to Serena. by going through the sewers to where the zombies are. Right, maybe just gotta be careful over here. Spin around the corner. To the right, I believe. Yeah. I couldn't remember. This is the one I always forget. I wanted to double check before I ran forward, in case it was the dead end. Couple of meatheads up in here. We're just gonna avoid them. Hello, sir. There's one around this corner as well. Hopefully we can squeeze past him. Straight? Yeah. Wait. I just can't remember. It's been so long since I've done this run. Again, I'm not looking to PB this, but I am going to be using semi-new strats that I didn't use before. So, there's a decent chance we'll PB this. A decent chance. We'll see. We will see. So, one thing that I didn't do before was get the satellite laser on Akiyama. That's a big difference. There's not going to be many places where I do use it. Because run and gun, you can't run and gun with a satellite laser because it's obviously a laser, you stop and shoot it. But Akiyama, everybody has a default gun in this game that has unlimited ammo. Akiyama has his dual pistols. The next character, actually no, everybody has a pistol with unlimited ammo, and then everybody has a signature weapon. Akiyama's signature weapon just so happens to be unlimited pistols. I suppose it's a way to tutorialize you in the game and get you used to the shooting and everything. But you can see that even in like the infected zone, the map has been changed up quite significantly. Ooh, she's around here, don't be in the way. Ooh. Hey, not bad. Actually, genuinely not bad. Usually she gets in the way. So, I'll take that. I'll take that. So, we've come back to find Serena, and we're on a floor below Serena, I think, and the bar looks exactly the same. I don't know. It should be Serena, but I don't remember. So, these two zombies are a little stronger than your usual ones. The one on the left takes a couple more bullets. That's why I go into first person to aim for the head, and just keep tapping L2 to keep aiming for the head. It makes you shoot a little faster, and obviously it hits their weak point more. We will always get an S rank for time, because obviously, you know, we're speedrunning. The grades at the end don't matter. Not in the slightest. They do if you're playing casually and you want to, like, get some, like, more EXP and stuff like that, but, again, here, don't care. Go fast. That's the job of a speedrun. Go fast. Speaking of job of a speedrun, I keep getting asked what my plans are for the PC releases of 3 to 5 this week, and I still don't know. Usually whenever any Yakuza game comes out, I always do a full playthrough, but I've already done that with the Remastered Collection last year, so I don't know if I want to commit to doing that again? So I'm still a little confused as to what I'm actually going to be doing, like, if I'm just going to be jumping straight into speedruns, or if I'm going to be doing, like, an actual proper playthrough again. There's another special infected, it's a monkey boy. It's a jockey. Oh, what more can I say? It jumps at you like a jockey. Please don't come near me. They jump on you like jockeys, they latch onto you like jockeys, they're jockeys. I'm not sure on that naming convention for them, but yeah, they're jockeys, that's it in a nutshell. If we were on any percent and got the machine gun, we'd grab some ammo for it there. Those are ammo boxes. You can use those ammo boxes to get ammo for your weapons, which we will be doing with every character after Akiyama. So we're going to be heading around here and we're going to be finding some soldiers on the ground asking for help. So we're going to do our best to give them some help with this mobile gun turret. No, I lied. We'll leave them. No, we just leave them. Speedrun after all. We're just going. All sub-stories? Nah. I haven't routed at all for all sub-stories. It would essentially, like, the thing that I'm trying to think between is, am I doing a full playthrough or am I doing a speedrun? That's the thing that I've got to basically come to terms with. I don't know which at this point. I actually don't know which. So if we're on any percent, use that grenade to blow up the barricade. So again, just to go a little faster and to stop some of that lag, I went into first person to shoot the barricade a little faster. Forgot that's finale. I'm stupid. That is an exit we take, not yet. Later. Much later. Bad little bits of time loss. Cool. As the first thing, yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't know. Whenever a new Yakuza comes out or a re-release, I always do a full playthrough. But it's because it's been so close since I last did it. I'm struggling to commit to saying that I will do a full playthrough, because I just don't have that much time at this point. So here's your satellite laser, by the way. This is going to be our first usage of it. Here is a definitely not tank in the way. And he's gone. Block of steel, that's an upgrade item. So remember when we ran through here before and we used the stairs to go straight down? Somebody has decided to block the stairs off. Don't know why. So we gotta go through. That's a bad zombie spawn there. Hopefully he didn't grab us on the way through. He might get grabbed. He might get grabbed, which would be slightly problematic. That was an explosion. Position for me to save him, at least. It's fine. He'll be fine. See. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. He doesn't have to be close for this door, but he does for the next one. Bad game alert. What up, Tap? Speaking of bad game alert, I saw you playing Shenmue 2 earlier. How did your Shenmue 2 run go? So here I'm gonna hope to get a little lucky with some speed tech. That's the dead end. Whoops. This way. That's a good game. Well, it's better than Shenmue 3, I'll give you that. Oh, fuck. And then get the quick transition? Nah, I didn't. You can get that a little earlier than there. Unfortunately, I didn't. Shame. Oh well. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. How many times run dead to gambling? One times run dead to ISP salesman banging on your door. Great. That doesn't sound fun. I'm just waiting on loads to be able to carry on. So, speaking of loads, there's a chance in the finale, which obviously is coming much later in the run, for the game to softlock in a cutscene, which after the cutscene tries to load up another cutscene, it then hardlocks, and then it crashes the console. That's Yakuza Dead Souls. That's Yakuza Dead Souls right there. No joke. That's that's what happens. Literally, like, 2 hours, 40 minutes into the run. Thanks, Yakuza Dead Souls. So, the heck Yakuza Dead Souls and its finale. We don't talk about that. We definitely don't talk about that. Actually played Shenmue 3 yet? No. I don't want to. I don't own it yet. I really don't want to. I kind of don't want my experiences of Shenmue 1 and 2 to be ruined. So... Alright, so this is where a lot of side stuff actually opens up for Akiyama. We're gonna get introduced to this character in front of us. This guy. Again, this is the Subterranea guy, so you can now do Akiyama Subterranea. But what we're obviously gonna do is just carry on. Let's go. We're just gonna carry on the story. That's it. So we have to kill all the enemies in this next segment before we can carry on, so I'm going to start using my satellite laser. Hence why New Game Plus. Probably could have used my pistol for those two, but nah, whatever. Explosion's fun. So what happens if you use it too close to yourself, though? That should be it, actually. Yeah. Get our pistols out. Here we're just running gunning. That's why if we need to get zombies out of the way, like that guy. Check the lift, find out we can't use the lift. Switch. Meathead breaks through the wall. We don't care. Off we go. Satellite laser. Now we wait. We need to kill all the enemies in this room as well. Oh, hello. I don't know how they survive a satellite laser, but apparently they do. Who's alive? Good. Either way, carry on. And we're going to get to our first boss of the game, which is definitely not a licker from Resident Evil. Honest. Try and guess where the boss's weak point is. You'll never guess. Its head? Nope. See the big glowing red bit on its belly? Yep. So I'm going to equip laser, dodge out of its way. That's bad. Great, that's it. He did. That's it, he did. That's it, he did. Not the last time you've seen one of them, let me tell you. And that is the end of Akiyama's chapter. So now we get to a character in this game that is actually done very well. Very, very well. And this was the first time they were a playable character in this series. So once again, thank you to Dead Souls for that. It is, of course, when the game eventually loads. Majima Goro. So Majima starts off with a shotgun, which when fully upgraded is very good. Someone's alive. Good. So you have to take care of all the enemies before you can leave. So, we're now trying to get out of the Millennium Tower. We want to know, well, Majima's just having fun. He wants to know what's going on. He's going to go find Daigo. Surprise. We're going to go all the way over to Kamurocho Hills. So we need some ammo. That was a rare zombie that just ran past. If you kill them, they drop items. So like really good like healing items and stuff like that. So you can see that Majima's default weapon is a shotgun. It's a very good shotgun. At that, we don't have ammo, so we will be picking up ammo from ammo boxes along the way. Here's this random dude who's just hanging out in the back. So Majima's fight theme is pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna take, as I said, all the shotgun. We don't care about anything else. And now I can go absolutely wild with shots. I'm fairly certain that's all the ammo that you actually need with Majima, so off we go. This way. Dang it. Say hello to your next special infected. This is a fatty. It's definitely not a boomer. When you blow them up, they explode and every zombie around goes aggro. And it also drops the FPS. So, whoops, went the wrong way. Keep doing that every time. So we are going to hopefully never blow them up. This room is a meathead. Time. So for this bit, if we can go fast enough, we can actually stop any enemy reinforcements. Obviously, if the crybaby manages to get off a yell, then she's going to call reinforcements, so getting her dead there early is actually... It's not as easy as it looks, because she can just do it, which is a pain in the ass. But not bad. Not bad. We are, of course, in the Millennium Tower. Act surprised. No, we do not have access to the satellite lasers just yet. Right. Coming up next is going to be a boss fight. Now, this boss fight is going to be a little tough. There's a quick way to do it and a slow way to do it, and the quick way is not easy to hit at all because you're wrestling with the boss itself and also the FPS. This next boss coming up is going to have armor covering all of its body. Its weakness is in its chest again, so we're going to want to shoot its chest, and hopefully only its chest, because every time you break a piece of its body off, the frame rate is going to explode, as you'll see. There's a mid part to the fight where the boss will actually just shed all of its armor. That's where we want all of it to go, rather than earlier in the fight, which will lag us. We will have to lose some of its armor, which is why I want to hit it in the chest. And this is one of the reasons why the head lock-on isn't necessarily great, because it's going to lock onto this guy's head when we want to hit him in the chest. So this is the Onraki prototype. As I said, its body is covered in rocks. There you go, you see I broke the arm off and the slowdown? Actually, I managed to shoot the barrel, which is not easy, and I'm kind of surprised. So, there you go, middle of the fight, drops his armor. Hopefully I can kill him in time before he goes for the car, because otherwise we've got a QTE. Damn it. Almost. I needed like one more hit on his chest. Managed to get it after cutscene, which isn't the worst, but not great. You can do it pre-cutscene. Last bullet as well. Good shit. And there's a level up that's going to make me slow because I just couldn't be bothered to get everyone to max level. Either way, we're going to be phoning up good old Daigo. Finding out that Daigo is over in Kamurocho Hills, so we're going to go and catch up with Daigo. Thankfully, everything can be skipped. Pretty much every single cutscene in this game can be skipped. It's like the anti-Yakuza games of this era where nothing can be skipped, but everything here can be. So once again, praise Dead Souls. So we're gonna come across another of our special infected, not our final one just yet. We still have, I think, 2 more to go. But we have an actual unique special infected that is not taken from Left 4 Dead coming up. This is the aggro, which unsurprisingly, if you get its attention, will aggro onto you. Yeah, surprise. Lives up to its name, so we're just gonna walk past. Bye. Some of the courtyard, because we need to get to the other side. Nice spawn point. And that is it for this chapter. Long would all sub-stories be in this? Probably pretty long. Probably pretty long, considering you have to keep coming in and out of the infected zone. It's really a pain in the ass. I don't like that I'm a minute ahead already. This is going to PB, isn't it? This is bad. Also, yesterday was supposed to be the day that I rested my throat. That didn't happen. I did something cursed yesterday. I got to talking with Shen for a little more, and I tried to find a clip of the Yakuza movie, like the live-action one, and then came the great idea of why don't we just watch the Yakuza movie? Oh boy. Oh boy. I showed Shen the Yakuza movie. Yes, I did. Alright, so I'm going to use this telephone here to grab the satellite laser, would you believe? Where's my satellite laser? There it is, it's kind of down on my list. And of course, I'm going to equip said satellite laser. Yes, actually showed Shen the Yakuza movie. then we all literally changed our profile. Like, to the point where even Eli said to me, wow, I can't believe you changed your profile picture, because I, literally, the Jotaro that I've been using for my Twitter profile pic and my Discord pic, I just haven't changed in 3 years, because I can't be asked. Don't go to the right, because there's actually a sub-story in that little bit to the right. That's why I'm not cutting corners here. But yeah, literally, we just changed our profile pictures to the goddamn Yakuza movie. I forgot how bad it was. I forgot Takasugi's actor is actually in that movie. I completely forgot. I remember that Nagoshi was Jingu, but I completely forgot Takasugi's actor was in that movie. The movie's so dumb. It's dumb in a good way, but it's so dumb. Yeah, he is. He's a policeman. He's a random policeman that isn't... So here's the thing. The Yakuza movie, if you've never seen it, is supposed to be a, quotation marks, loose adaptation of Yakuza 1. Here's the good news. They replaced the Takashi story, because there's no florist. But they kind of put Takashi in as somebody else completely. And the entire... Nagoshi is Jingu. Nagoshi is Jingu, right? The only thing of note he does in the movie is get shot in the head in a helicopter by a sniper. That's it. That's it. He doesn't say a word. That's it. Nishiki is in the movie for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. He turns up at the end. He has about 1 sentence. Like, if you've never seen the Yakuza movie, it's to be experienced. I'm not saying it's a great experience, but you need to experience it. Also, Molotov zombies. I hate them. Good. Look at you blasted Molotovs. So there should be a rare zombie here. Yep, there always is. Sometimes that can give you a healing item. Sometimes that can give you one of the rare figures that Kamiyama wants. Nowhere you can watch it. I'm not going to be giving out illegal download links now, am I? Go buy the movie. Come on now. Go buy the movie. I wasn't asking that. It's actually out on DVD. It's called Like a Dragon. It's a 2007 movie. Yeah, I don't know why they're making another Yakuza movie either. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's so amazing. Clearly, it's directed by Takeshi Miike as well, so you know that he's a director with pedigree. But he also just... You don't want to die? Really? Let's use my pistol. Yeah, it's such a bad movie. Legally watchable online anywhere? I don't think so. Streaming wise, I don't think so. But it is on DVD. But it is a tragically terrible movie. And I mean that in the best possible way. Like, it is... If you've never... Like, here's the thing, right? If you've never played Yakuza 1, none of it will make sense to you. The movie starts in Chapter 4, right? If you've played the game, it still won't make any sense to you. That's not the door. That's the door. No getting the ring back. There's no Reina. I'm not joking you in that Kazuma, Nishiki, and Yumi have about 5 minutes of screen time and that's it. In an almost 2-hour movie. It's so bad, it's good. There are some actual genuine good things and genuinely funny things in that movie. It's one of those movies that's actually fun to watch with friends. Because if you know about Yakuza, it's so painful and so bad that it's great to just, like, experience and just take the mickey out of. That is one of those movies. So I hate that I can't go over there. I have to run all the way around. Kamurocho Hills, everybody. This was the very first time you could ever go into Kamurocho Hills. Look at that. Wait, right? You don't go into... Wait, no, you do go in 4, don't you? I'm lying, aren't I? No, you're going in 4. Either way, Kamurocho Hills. You actually get to explore Kamurocho Hills in this game a tiny bit, but there's no shops in here, even though it's, you know, a shopping district. Also, by the way, here's Daigo. That's how Daigo is introduced in this game. It's just, here's Daigo. He's just fucking hanging out here. That's it. That's the it. That's the Daigo. That's the Daigo. He's just there. Lamash. It's Lamash's spin-off. It's just a second-hand version of Lamash. Hey, okay, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm just explaining that my throat is a little shredded because I introduced people to the live-action Yakuza movie yesterday, which was a good idea and a bad idea. I speak to Daigo here, don't I? Yeah, I'll crash. Yeah. Alright, chat, get your baby rages ready. There's a specific reason for that. Yeah, exactly. And my throat was already sore going into yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be a day that I was resting my throat up, but nope. I turned that down to 10% volume, by the way.
Pat surprise Pats.
Rosetta, thank you for 100 bits, I appreciate it. So, there's a baby. There's a baby, and the baby won't shut up. Even Majima's like, we gotta go save the kid. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell Daigo to attack. We don't have to kill these zombies at the start. I'm just getting them out of my way. But at the end, we need to clear out the zombies around the actual area. That guy is probably following me. He usually likes to. Always do the dodge. Always do the dodge. Every time. Always do the dodge. Every time. Don't never do the dodge. We saved the baby. No more baby rage. No more baby rage in chat. We're done. Hey, now we leave. Wait, do I have to take all of them out? I forgot about that, actually. Hello, where's my satellite laser? Thanks. I thought I just had to leave. I guess I'm wrong. I see you back there, you know. I'm actually lost. That zombie took no damage from a giant satellite laser. I'm kind of impressed. Oh god. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do in this room. I was certain you could just run forward, but I guess not. Wait for me. I know here you can't. That's it. There's a zombie still alive. I don't think I can hit them from here with the satellite laser. I can. Bad. Bad. Alright, at least that's there. Lots of S ranks for that though. Thumbs up. 100% accuracy. I have my doubts about that one. So here's Dead Souls likes pulling out every single trope of the shooter genre. Including, obviously, escort sections, like you've seen. But also, we are now going to do a defense section, where we are supposed to defend the front of the building. Daigo is repairing the front entrance, because that's where all the zombies are getting in. Even though, you know, we came in the back entrance. So we gotta protect the barricade. So, we're going to start killing zombies. Now, I want you to watch the barricade's HP at the bottom right. Notice that it's already taken a little bit of damage. Wow, he didn't die. Note that there's no zombies. There's actually no zombies attacking it. This barricade's HP just goes down. And by the way, yes, you can shoot it as well, and yes, you game over if you break it. How you doing? The barricade's HP just goes down over time. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I like how the laser is aiming for the zombies, or behind the zombies, even though there are zombies right now. So basically, if it gets hit even once on harder difficulties, you're done. Like, that's it. When it's almost finished, we're going to change back to the laser for the next part. I just shot the barricade. Boy, that could have gone worse now, couldn't it? Whoops-a-daisy. Thank God that didn't do more damage. Alright, so, as you are probably not going to be surprised to hear, it's time for a boss fight. That's why I got my laser out. Guess what's back? Wait for it. Wait for it. It takes a while to load. Fitzels is trying, bless it. Just give it some patience. The liquor is back, except this time, the liquor can go invisible. Not if we shoot it with a laser first, but yeah, they go invisible now. The thing is, the glowing red spot doesn't go invisible. So you know. So, you know. So, Majima is about to get bit. He's actually going to get bit by a zombie. And we're going to go with Daigo down to Purgatory. And get shown the way there by this hobo lad. Don't know how this guy got past all the zombies ahead of us, but he did. Congrats to him. He's the best. So, we're going to be using a shotgun because, again, run and gun with shotgun is way better. We are going to be telling Daigo... God damn it. I'm going to be telling Daigo to stay as close to us as possible. The start here, it doesn't matter about any of these zombies. It only matters about the end. I didn't want to aggro him, but it's fine. This one's in the way, so I usually just shoot it. And when we get to the end, we're going to see a whole bunch of zombies in front of the barricade. There's going to be a couple of enemy wave spawns as well, so we've got to take care of all of the zombies that spawn as of this point. On them, gone. Daigo. Thanks, Daigo. Those last ones. Okay. Those are indeed the last ones. So that's why shooting the laser at close range is kind of bad, because you can obviously get hit by the splashback on it, which is just, yeah, as you can probably imagine, not great. Right. So, we're now in Purgatory. There's gonna be a little bit of Majima brooding. Good old Purgatory. Good old Purgatory. That's exactly what I just said, Rosetta. That's exactly what I just said. Like, almost word to word. So, there's a Special Forces soldier here who is selling some phony serum, and as you can see, Majima's now worried about his bite and his infection. With Saejima in this game, I'm fairly certain they say China. So not jail. That's the important distinction. Not jail. I'm fairly certain they say China. He's on official Tojo business in China. But not jail. That's the important part. Either way, we find our old mate, the florist. Still doesn't know how to put a shirt on. So the florist is going to now start explaining some of the overarching plot stuff, whilst also showing us a certain individual for dead. Oh, hey, look, it's Ryuji Goda. His Dead Souls model is really weird, by the way. His Dead Souls model looks like it's aged about 30 years. It's really weird. I don't like how Ryuji looks in this game. But there we go. Yes, this is just after Yakuza 4. Canonically, which it's not fucking canon, so... So, yeah. Daigo fuck up in any way in this game? No, not really. He just kind of appears and disappears, which is probably the best thing Daigo's done in any Yakuza game, let's be honest. Like... So if you've ever wondered why you see a bunch of Akiyama Majima shitposting on Twitter, this would be why. Yep, this is where Akiyama and Majima also meet after 4. But Daigo has told Majima to stay put. Akiyama said we might go find someone at the batting center. I think we know what decision Majima's gonna make. Head for the batting center, off we go. So we're going to go through the sewers here. You're going to see us go through the sewer bit quite a bit. There's going to be a 3-minute section in this bit later on. It's just painful. It's literally just go and get a drink or something. But yeah, as far as Daigo goes, he's not that bad in this. He's here and he actually helps people, but he literally is now disappearing for half the game. Again. And he literally just turns up and then just goes. Bye, Daigo. Bye, Daigo. Bye, Daigo. So, we're going to go to the batting center because apparently there's a giant zombie spider in there. Cool. But the person who was with Ryuji is one of the people who has been releasing the virus into Kamurocho. So, we're trying to find out why Ryuji is back in Kamurocho, why he's alive, why he's selling takoyaki, and why his arm is a fucking minigun. Yes, Ryuji's arm is a minigun. Oops. Wait, L2 is the first person in this game? What's the center camera button? R2 is walk? What the fuck, Dead Souls? There is no center camera. What the fuck? Dead Souls, you are disgusting. Ugh, Jesus. So we find the guy who was with Ryuji who's spreading around the virus. And we are, of course, going to stop him. So here's the boss. Coming up after a couple of cutscenes. So try and guess where its weak spot is, you'll never guess. Here's once again the giant red glowing object on its stomach. I don't know who's been making these zombies, but their weak spots are kind of obvious. So once again, satellite laser. This thing's gonna chase Akiyama around for a little bit, but of course, satellite laser. And now time for the best QTE in the entire series. Let's play baseball. grenades work. Yeah, that's how grenades work. I don't see the problem with that. I don't see the problem with any of this. That is a very good QTE. That is... Listen, y'all keep saying that Dead Souls is not a Yakuza game, where everything that I see so far is the spirit of a Yakuza game. 0 damage taken, good job. Hey, wait, that's the end of Majima. Give me my thing so I can split, damn it. And we're gonna come up to one of the longest chapters and one of the most painful chapters in the entire game. Or as far as the speedrun goes. In the game as well, it's actually really long as well. Takes a while to load. It does take a while to load. Wait for it. Wait for it. So Majima and Akiyama are in trouble from the zombies and actually get saved by Ryuji Goda. The Ryuji Goda. Haven't seen my split point yet. That's why I haven't split yet. I'm actually gonna lose time to loads at this point. God. There we go. God, I hate the PS3 save UI. It's so bad. It's genuinely so bad. It is time for Ryuji Goda. Now, interestingly enough, I don't have Ryuji's weapon fully upgraded, but it really does not matter. Like, I'm still gonna be killing zombies in one shot. And obviously for bosses, it's time for a laser. There is actually a really cool boss in Ryuji's section that is kind of tricky to do fast. Either way, as we said earlier, here he is in all of his glory. And the minigun arm. Damn it. Always a time loss if you get caught like that. Oh, that glowing minigun arm. Beautiful. So, after the events of Yakuza 2, it's never fully explained why his arm is a minigun, by the way, but his arm is a normal arm that transforms into a Gatling gun. And either way, he has been in Kamurocho, get this, selling takoyaki. That's it. He's not a part of the Yakuza anymore. He's literally just selling takoyaki with his pops. That's it. Not even his real dad. Just some dude he calls Pops. Who he seems to have more of an affection to than his actual real dad. Ryuji's a little fucked up, let's be honest. But yes, this is the Ryuji Goda. He's not a robot. He just has a robot arm. Honestly, Ryuji with an arm that can transform into a minigun, that's kind of cool. That's not the dumbest thing this series has done, let's be honest. I could totally see it happening. But this is one of the longest chapters in the game, and it's also kind of painful. I think it's the longest chapter outside in the game outside of the finale. I just don't like his model in this game. He seems fine other than his face. His face seems weird. Like, it's like he's aged 20 years, which I guess it's been a couple of years since Yakuza 2, but like... So we want to kill all the enemies in this part, which you gotta be careful because sometimes you'll shoot an enemy and it won't die. You're alive, aren't you? No, you're not. Good. Instead, they'll be like on the ground instead. Isekai into a world filled with zombies. Did not reload. Should be it. So this guy's going to tutorialize us on being able to use various baseball machines that are just around Kamurocho. Yup. So here's the other thing is we don't have, and there's the Ryuji scowl look. We don't have access to the satellite laser just yet. We're not going to get it for a while either. And I am going to need, I actually think I've got enough ammo here, so I might risk it. Yeah, let's risk it. I'm going to risk it. Anyway, Ryuji is coming here because he's trying to find where the source of the infection was. This is what used to be a Tojo office, I believe, or it's not the Tojo office, or it's like the office of like one of the conspirators who was like dealing with the virus, etc. Here you don't have to kill all the enemies, but obviously it helps getting them out of the way. So that doesn't happen. But I can get in the door, and now all the enemies have to die. He's alive. You have to be a little careful with who you shoot, and like sometimes, yeah, sometimes you'll see like in that room especially, you had like the arrows that said there were zombies behind me. Those were the ones that were still in the corridor. Because the Dead Souls doesn't know how to do its targeting too well, but oh well. So we find a map in here that lists a whole bunch of Tojo offices, and there's one left, and that is obviously where this perpetrator is going. One of those games where everything is tied to the FPS. Yes. Kind of. Everything obviously goes slow if the FPS drops. So we're just gonna run along. Might not have the ammo for this now at this point. Oh well. We'll see. So, as you can see, this is where Majima came out of the infected zone earlier. It's now been blown wide open. Hence why the infected zone has now grown to the top part of the map. Here's a couple of soldiers. We're going to help them out. He's alive. None of them. Good. Now comes a kind of painful bit. We have to take care of literally every single zombie in the next courtyard in Theatre Square. They are really awkward because there's a couple of spawn points near the start where they can kind of spawn in a corner behind you, so I'm going to have to stay here for a little while, which is really annoying. You see one person up there, for example. This time. Yo, Kaisias, thank you for the tier 1 sub, I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good evening tonight. So you can see I'm kind of trying to walk away to be able to get over here and stop their spawns over there, because their spawns over there, as you can see, are literally the worst. You're not dead. Another one spawned. I need to go over here for ammo. So there is something we can use in this area, which I might try and use real quick. It is. There's bulldozer. Scoop, scoop. Which, if we go towards the meathead, yeah, it messes the meathead up as well. Scoop, scoop, scoop. The unfortunate thing is they can spawn inside of there as well, which is problematic. See, there's one back here. You see, told you about this spawning corner. It's terrible. There it is. Yeah, so that's the problem with this area, is that the enemies can spawn in like really awkward corners and there's nothing you can do about it. Thankfully, there is a kind of tank here that I can use to replenish my ammo. And they consider long-term effects on minigun as a hand. It can turn into a normal hand. Oops. We are going to be getting some ammo here, obviously. Obviously, as you can see, we can get a metric ton of ammo. That's still not enough ammo, by the way. Did you see it on the left-hand side? Little old Ryuji is about to use his head. So, as I said, pretty much every grading section has a save prompt behind it, which again, with the bad PS3 save UI, is the worst. This is why I say that Dead Souls isn't that bad if you do, like, bite-sized chunks, honestly. It genuinely isn't that bad if you do bite-sized chunks. Like, it really isn't. Either way, Ryuji is going to be a little selfish because all he cares about is his pops and he wants to know if he's okay. So Ryuji's going to decide to use the tank to blow up the wall, keeping the zombies from getting into the rest of Kamurocho. Yep. There's no ammo in it. So Ryuji is off to get a tank missile. As you do. Ryuji does not care. And we're going to get introduced to a new type of infected. This is the Diptera. They are spitters. They spit. That's their stick. Do I have to? Oh, yeah, I do have to get myself. Through here. Remember the layout of this bit with these containers. It's very important for later. And we're going to get introduced to our last special infected, the Hermit, which if you thought everything else didn't lag that badly, I mean, it worked, so I can't complain. Yes, every time you break a Hermit's outer shell, it literally destroys the FPS. That's its stick. Hey, remember the guy who interrupted us during Yakuza 4's speedrun? Actually, it was Yakuza 3. Same guy. Ibiki of the Honest Living Association wants us to help people. There's people who need help. You know what to do. you know what to do. We gotta go over there and shoot some zombies. So here they're just gonna keep running away, so you just want to keep up with them. I want to reload there so I have enough ammo for this bit. Every zombie in this bit needs to die. That was actually pretty quick. That was good. So now we gotta save them. So we gotta take them back to the Honest Living Association, which is just up above. Should have reloaded before this, but it's fine. So with escorts, if they go to the HLA, they only have to go to a certain distance past. Guys. Damn it. After how quickly that went earlier as well. It's terrible. Usually if you're fast enough, you can get them up here. So you just have to wait till they get past that lamppost. So I usually go to, like, the further door because that makes them come forward a bit quicker. So you can see this place hasn't changed since Yakuza 3. So we've got to go out and get 3 more groups of civilians, and then Ibiki will help us out. Probably should have grabbed some ammo before I left, but it should be fine. So there are 3 groups of NPCs, some of which are close, some of which are way further away. I'm going to start by going for the ones that are further away. It doesn't matter what option you go for them in, and you can only get 1 group at a time, which is the pain in the arse bit. Because there's 2 that are quite far away along the same road. So it would be a lot quicker to be able to get them both at the same time, but no. Once again, just remember the layout of these containers. So we're going to start with these 2. The Yakuza members, there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies that spawn in here. Again, trying to take care of as many of them as possible so that those two don't stop. Push this out of the way. Yes, they will get stuck on it. Like that one guy just did. So I'm keeping an eye on my mini-map the entire time. They're stuck on the street corner. This is why this chapter takes so long, is just getting all three groups of civilians here. Surprised you didn't die to that. Either way, we're going to carry on. These zombies don't matter because they're going to despawn anyway, so I'm only taking care of the ones that are actually in my way. If I want to get spare ammo, it might be a good idea. And we'll get spare ammo on the way through. Also, headshots, despite killing zombies, drop frames. Thanks, video game. I don't know who put some more ammo in here, but that's fine. That should be enough ammo now. So as we go down here, those two soldiers we saved earlier found a bunch of civilians. So we're going to run back as fast as we can because we want everybody to be as close as possible. They're going to get trapped by those zombies, but by moving further back, they stop being stopped by zombies earlier. Perfect. Again, keep an eye on them on the minimap. This should be fine here. I know there's a spawn coming up. I don't remember where it is. Rare zombie on the left. Okay, so I just heard a zombie drop down behind me. Keep an eye on the minimap. One person trapped. That's bad. That's bad. They're probably going to stop. Oh, they're coming. Oh, no. They managed to get themselves out. Alright, not too bad. I need you all to come down here a bit. Thanks. Better see him to the entrance. What do you mean? What do you mean? Video games, thumbs up. So as we go around here, we see these three in trouble. Behind them as well is the tank shell. Come on, hurry up before that one gets you. Come on. Ooh, close. Yakuza Dead Souls. In a nutshell. Hey, so with that, we've rescued everybody who needs help around the city. And Ibiki is going to reward us with a key for the forklift. So we've got a puzzle coming up. No, not during this run. This is New Game Plus, so it has the kills from my file before. So, there is a puzzle coming up. It is a dumb puzzle. The solution doesn't make any logistical sense, as you will see. Once again, as I said, keep in mind the position of these containers here. So, this bit is horrible on harder difficulties because you'll see in the top right, I believe it is, no, top left. HP and fuel. So this thing can break if you break it against too many zombies or objects. And also if the fuel runs out, that's it. So here's what we're going to do. We need to create a path to get through. We also need to create a path to be able to get the tank shell through. But here's the thing. That's not physically possible. And this is why this puzzle is stupid. I got too close to the left-hand side. That's my fault. Losing time because of that. This is why you want to line it up a bit better. That's not me doing it. I'm going to put this one on top of this one to the left. Just clip it through the wall. Don't worry about that. And now I'm going to drive backwards. So look at that. Look at how that looks. There is no way to get the tank round out of that gap. Here is the tank round. Up it goes. Spin near the end. Look at our HP at the top left as well. Look at it go down, and reminder that this is on easy. It goes down way quicker on harder difficulty settings. And now look at the containers. They literally... what am I stuck on? What am I actually stuck on? They've removed the container on the left. The game literally removes the container. There is no logical way to get through that bit. So they just remove it. That's a bad puzzle. That's a bad puzzle. Anyway, it is tank time. So, reload. Jimbal's hammering Exodonch. Fire. And Ryuji breaks a hole in the wall, letting all the zombies out. There you go. So, that's the end of the long chapter, thankfully. There's a couple of other long chapters, but that's Ryuji's longest by far. The rest of Ryuji's chapters go massively faster. Like the other 3 chapters of Ryuji fit into the time frame that it took for us to do that chapter. And not even as much of it. So, cool. Cool. God, the loading times on this game. Alright. Fucking did it again. I hate this. I hate this save system. I hate this save system so much. The PS3 save UI is awful. Like, genuinely awful. Either way, Ryuji manages to get out of the infected zone. This caused a little bit of a problem for everybody on Nakamichi Street. Thankfully, there are soldiers around to board up what Ryuji has done. Not fully, of course, but they can at least hold the line. And we are going to go over to that office I said about earlier. This next part is probably the second longest bit of Ryuji, and then the last 2 are just as quick as you like. So we're going to head for the Toshin building. We're going to get a mail from someone. I don't remember who. Be warned, there is a sub-story on the street ahead. I can't remember where it is to avoid it on the left, so I'm going to go to the right, because I know this will avoid it. It's one of those that automatically starts up. And again, as I said, look at that sub-story marker on the map. Good old Dead Souls. On Kyote. So instead of going in that truck and taking ages to walk and load, I'm going to go over to this save prompt over here. And as you can probably guess, it is time for, wherever the heck it is, the satellite laser! Woo! Whilst we're sending around equipment, satellite laser, thank you very much. And we're off. Can't remember if there was a save point on the route. I don't think there is. So I went for that one. There is not. Good. I remembered rightly. Huh. Yakuza 3 to 5 remaster to be on Steam tomorrow. How would I know? Like, it's probably not going to be up until the actual day it comes out now. Like genuinely, how am I supposed to know? Either way, we are going to see a zombie jump into this building and start biting everybody, and then, yep, they're all going to become zombies. And now I'm going to shoot myself with a laser again. Because I love doing that. I don't work at Sega. Nope. I don't have any insight either. Like, I have no insider information or anything like that. It's probably just going to go up and then you'll be able to buy them. Like... It would be nice if it goes up and there is a preload, but... I'm very surprised that didn't hit me, and he did. Usually I get hit by that, but... I don't know. That's cool. Don't I have an uncle that works at Nintendo? No, I have an uncle that works at Xbox, whose dog works at Sony, whose grandfather works at Sega. That's how I got access to LAD before. It's a really hard process to get anything from companies these days. You have to know the pets of the owners of everybody. If you don't know the pets of the owners, then you ain't getting jack. Nagoshi is my cousin. Can confirm. Can confirm. I was the one who cast him in the Yakuza movie. Did you know that I was the casting director for that movie? But no, it genuinely, like, I don't know anything. Like, I genuinely do not know anything, and not somebody that has insider information. I have a satellite laser. That's about all I got. Once again, the Hermit is gonna explode the FPS. Get my minigun out. So we're gonna run across the rooftops of the Champion District, which is all completely blown up. A whole bunch of barricades and stuff. I actually killed the Molotov guy before he got one up on me. That's good for once. Oh, bad time to reload. Bad place for fire. You can dodge through the fire. Here is old Michiru, so we're gonna go and help her out. She wants the master of the bar saved, who's back at the beginning. No, you cannot go there and get him first. Back we go again. There's a new Molotov zombie there, so I'm hoping to get him before he gets me. Which I didn't. That large zombie needed to go away. Yeah. There should be a meathead here, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna ignore him. Hello. Whoa. And we save the owner. Fantastic. Okay, let's go. Also, for those wondering, because I know a couple of people are probably wondering, because obviously I had early access to LAD. I don't have early access to the Remastered Collection, and I haven't asked for early access to Remastered Collection, mostly because, again, I don't know what content I'm doing with it at first, and I would kind of feel bad to, like ask for early access again, and then just do like speedrun stuff. Like, I know speedrunning is like my stick with things, but as I say, like, every new Yakuza game I usually do like a full playthrough with, and I wouldn't necessarily with the remastered collection. So I might be like overthinking it a little bit, but it's just I feel kind of bad about that, you know. So that's why I haven't like gotten in contact at all. Someone's alive behind me. They are dragging on. Someone's alive. Lady? What? Where did you come from? Is there somebody hidden behind there? So yeah, I don't have early access, and again, I'm not sure if I'm lost. I'm already lost. I forgot which way to go around here. Oh my god, I hate this. In Dead Souls, you go a different way than you ever go in any other Yakuza game. Oh yeah, there's this kid. So this kid is just hiding here, and we're just gonna be really cold and just say, hang in there, kid. Later, dude. He doesn't want to come down anyway, which, honestly, he's probably the smartest person in this entire game. That was this way, wasn't it? Yeah, Nair's area. He's probably the safest person in this entire game. Apart from this guy. Solid Snake. Yeah, so it's a rainy day. Played for free on PS3, but the rest kept waiting. He's probably played the other T-bot on PS3. That's fair. The remastered collection is worth it. The remastered collection is 1000% worth it. Don't take me saying that I haven't haven't asked for early access to be a sign of like not wanting it, because I'm buying it day one. Like 100% I'm buying it day one. But like, okay, they all died. Sometimes they can go down to that actually dying. That's a PC the next day. Nice. It's still fine having them on console because, again, on console... Wait, is this way? Yeah, this way. Even on console, it is obviously 60 FPS. That one's alive. My FPS! There you go. Even on console, the 60 FPS, 1080p plus, like, they're proper good remasters, and obviously the localization is there. There's no real... Unlike the Dragon Engine games, there's actually no real benefit to the remasters on, like, PC over PS4, for example. I'll leave. No, you're alive. Ah, there it is. Remaster PS4 and I get Yakuza 6 PC. 100% Yakuza 6 on PC is going to be worth it because of 60 FPS. And that's not to say that Yakuza 6 is bad on PS4, but because it was like the earliest Dragon Engine game, if you're on base PS4, it'll be 10,000% worth on PC. Base PS4 has a couple of frame drops, but the base PS4 version, or when you play it on base PS4, it has some really nasty screen tearing, which isn't there on the PS4 Pro version, and obviously won't be there on the PC version. Plus, the Dragon Engine at 60 FPS is gorgeous. Like, if you've played any of the Dragon Engine games, like K2 or LAD, despite the fact that LAD is an action on PC, you'll know. Like, you will know how good... You'll know how good the Dragon Engine is at high FPS. That's why I was really happy that the Series X version of LAD allowed you to choose performance or quality. And honestly, Dragon Engine at 60 FPS plus is a game changer. It's so good. Like, it runs so smoothly and it is just so beautiful, which is why I cannot wait for 6 on PC. I'm hoping that the Xbox version of 6 will also be 60 FPS, but again, with the PS4 version not being, I'm a little worried. But 6 deserves it. 6 deserves that treatment. 6 needs that high FPS bump to just give it a little bit of an edge. It's such a... I love it. I personally love it a lot, but like, it needs some love. Like, when we first got K2 on PC, after having played it on PS4, it was amazing. It was just genuinely amazing. It was like night and day. And the Dragon Engine on 60 FPS is just gorgeous. It's so good. Rugby Baby in 60 FPS. I mean, the cutscenes will probably be locked. But the gameplay itself being 60 is just, oh yes. I hope they figure out, like, the physics problems with, like, bowling and pool so we can get them back in future Yakuza games. I miss them at this point. It's been too long. And well, it's in K2. The in-engine ones weren't. The CG ones were, I think, and Rugby Baby is CG. So here, this is our Pops. He's turned into an octopus. That's gonna hit me. Fuck. Here we have to shoot the weak spot. Act surprised. What? Oh, the fucking bench. I hate this. This is why I hate this room. The bench actually messes you up. I didn't realize I was aiming for the corner. This is slow. This is not the fast pops that we want. Trouble is, every time you break an arm, a whole bunch of furniture gets shoved around. Because look, the satellite laser doesn't aim for the arms, and even if we aim, we can kind of miss. Which is why, funnily enough, the Gatling gun is much better for this. $60. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Rugby Baby at 60 then. I hate this fight. We're losing time here. We're 100% losing time here. This sucks. Yeah. This is such a problem fight. I hate this fight so much. I really hate this fight. Well, we saw the furniture's gone now. But now I'm gonna get hit. Yeah. And no, you can't attack Pops, you have to attack the weak spots. Just have to take out 3 of the arms. That was terrible. That was genuinely terrible. This is the fight I was worried about. That would probably lose me probably over a minute if I had to guess. That was bad. Either way, satellite laser time. So you satellite laser for the most of this, and then you have to change back to your minigun for the final hit. Now, there's a quick method to do the second phase as well, depending on the attack we get. And there goes the time loss. It's such a pain in the ass, that fight. If you go onto the stage at like a certain angle, you'll have him come out with a certain attack. That's perfect. Thank you. Cool, that's the fight. I hit square? Hello? Why did the QTE fail? I hit the button. Alright. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. I don't understand why that failed. I actually hit square. That's the only button I hit. I hate this game. That goes literally all of my time. Cool. Good fight. Good fight. Huh. There's our Pops making some takoyaki. That's why him being an octopus is symbolic. Oh well. That's ass. We spell ass, that sums up that. That fight just literally cost us all the time that we made. Cool. Cool. Just lost 1 minute and 40 seconds on that fight. Bloody hell. So we're not PBing today. So we are not PBing today. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, I still could, is the sad thing, but most of the time save I needed was before that bit. God, my loads in this game are so long because I've got the 40 gigabyte PS3, which is terrible. Genuinely terrible. This fight, whoops, didn't mean to do that. This fight should go pretty quickly though. This fight should go pretty quickly. They're all terrible, yeah. I got the fat version, which somehow is not as heavy as the PS5. Don't know how. Genuine miracle. Arcade variety. That's the only thing that I would complain about modern day Yakuzas is the arcade. The arcade doesn't need to change it up. It just needs to add new things to it. That's the problem that I had with, like, some of the newer games, is that, like, because they don't add games... Ow! Yo! Please don't go invisible. Why am I invisible? Did they both go invisible? There it is. There it is. It's here somewhere. We found it. That's a shame the console everyone wants. Have you not seen it? I mean, it's thin. It's just large. Fucking fight. Unsurprisingly, that's an S rank. No, I'm not surprised either. What was I gonna say? I've lost track of what I was gonna say. Alright, we're ahead by 4 seconds now. Cool. And once again, complain about the PS3 save UI. I hate it. It's bad. So if there is one thing I really like about Dead Souls, it's this bit coming up here. Because there's a cutscene here that you're not going to see, unfortunately, where Kiryu is obviously back in Kamurocho to rescue Haruka, and he walks up to the main gate, the one that Ryuji blew up, by the way. And it's great because, like, the media and even the police see him, and they just get out of his way. Because at this point, they know he's the Dragon of Dojima, and they see how angry he is, and they're just like, alright, after you. So here you just have to knock the zombies to the ground. That gets past this bit quicker. Yes, this is Yakuza. This is the actual Yakuza bit. I don't know why it locks onto that one instead of the one next to me, but cool. So at some point the game realizes, you know, you can't actually, like, take care of the zombies. Kiryu doesn't want to kill them. He believes they're still people, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to get a second round of punching the zombies. As you do. That is genuinely the reason, is that he doesn't want to kill them. Like, he still feels like they're people. Even though, you know. Don't worry, that's going to change. That's going to change real soon. Time to go hunting zombies. There's also a boss in Kiryu's section that can go horrifically wrong. There's a very quick way to do it, and it's not as hard as the last few bosses, but it's... If you mess it up, you literally lose a couple of minutes. So, we really want to make sure it goes well. Hopefully. Not canon. Yep, not canon. It's part of its own timeline. I'm just gonna wait for my bad load times to finish. So once again, hunt zombies! There we go. So we're going to be rescued by an army defense soldier called Asami, I believe. She is, she's going to, you know, say, they're zombies now, you should just shoot them. And Kiryu's going to be like, nope, I don't want to shoot them. I'm not going to shoot them. So we're going to head a little further into town via the underground parking lot to try and find out what's going on. Looking for Daigo, would you believe? So, locate the civilian in distress. We're going to run here, and then we're going to run to the right. I'm fairly certain. Not this way. Or was it this way? Yeah. There it is. Yes, I remember the route was this way. And you'll see that there are zombies here surrounding a guy that might look familiar from about an hour ago. This is indeed Nagahama, and unfortunately Nagahama got bit, and he of course idolizes Kiryu. And he wants Kiryu to end his suffering, and Kiryu is gonna do the thing that Kiryu does by punching the zombie. So you want to reduce his HP bar. That's the only way to get past this quickly, so I'm gonna be stomping, trying to get rid of as much HP as possible, knocking to the ground, getting up quicker. And once it happens a couple of times, that's going to end the fight. Should be it. No? More, I guess. Cool. And with that, he's actually going to get a deagle off of Asagi and shoot Nagahama. Poor guy. Poor guy. Cool. Hey, so, now comes the fun. Now comes the fun. So, because we're New Game Plus, we gain access to Kiryu's unique weapon before the finale. You're supposed to get it in the finale, but we're actually going to get it here. The game is going to automatically give it to us. And I am, of course, also going to grab the satellite laser, because satellite laser thumbs up. Thank you, Whip. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We lost all of our time in the last chapter, so gonna need it. Anyway, prepare for the fight ahead. So this is automatically, here's Hasegawa. Kiryu doesn't like Hasegawa because Hasegawa doesn't give a fuck. Simple as that. Like, Kiryu still feels like the zombies are people, etc, etc. Anyway, Kamiyama's truck, you know exactly what we're going to get from the back of Kamiyama's truck. We are going to go get our satellite laser. I don't care. Leave me alone, Hasegawa. Oi, Kamiyama. How you doing? Excuse me, where's the... Hello? Where's my prompt? Move items, weapons, and of course, for the final time, here's our satellite laser. And you saw it there, we do have our anti-material rifle, which is the dragon rifle upgraded. Well, the upgraded version is the dragon rifle. So here's the downside to upgrading Kiryu's weapon to max. It causes the FPS to drop. You might think I'm crazy when I say that. I'm not. There is a visual effect with this weapon that actually causes it to drop, but the damage of it is really amazing, so we're still going to use it. So, we don't have any ammo, so we're going to try and keep as much ammo as possible as we run through here. Even looking down at the ground is not going to stop the frame drops from shooting this gun. But for the most part, we can pretty much run here. For the most part. Head for Kamurocho Hills. Oops. Yeah. See how much the frames dropped when we fired that? If you look at the end of the gun, you'll see the fact that it is smoking, which indicates, you know, all the heat that's going through it. That's literally the reason why the frames drop so much. When you shoot it, it just goes everywhere. So I like going down this road because there's only a Diptera down here. Actually, was this the Crybaby one? One of the two. That's the Diptera. He won't bother you. That's the Crybaby. And we're gonna go down a sneaky way down the Millennium Tower, which we all know in the Dragon Engine games, but in this game, surprisingly enough, it's the only one, it's the only time you can go down here in the old engine. It looks very different than how you're used to it. I don't even know how these corners work. Once we get outside, Molotov zombies. So I'm being very careful because I don't remember where they are. There's one there. Thankfully, the rifle has a good bit of pierce to it. This is Kiryu in a zombie apocalypse, yes. You can't go on the left here, so don't try. Try not to hit the hermit, because again, you know what happens if you hit a hermit. Some ammo. Wanted some ammo before we went in here, but we are going to use the laser for quite a bit. We just need some ammo for this rifle for, as I say, the boss that's coming up, and also a couple of set pieces actually. So, once again, we're outside the Kamurocho Hills, and you know it, Daigo's barricade hasn't done a good job of keeping the zombies out. Good job, Daigo. So, we gotta clear... I mean, we gotta clear all the zombies out. Face something we do. There we go. No, we just go. But I am putting the satellite laser on. I am putting it on. Zombie mannequins, by the way. Thanks, Molotov guy. She's fine, don't worry. I think. I forgot to reload my rifle. Plus, it's a little better for this bit to run through. Get rid of you. I don't want the aggro's attention, but here we are, and there's a hermit coming up at the end. Really, lad? There? Had to go there, of all places. Right, there we go. I should have got the satellite laser out. No, that's my bad. Because I need to get that out and use that fast here. So we're gonna get here, and Asagi is gonna find the rest of her soldiers have been turned into zombies. So we are, of course, going to do the gracious thing and blow them all up with the satellite laser. I hate you, Molotov guy. I don't know why the laser aimed for her and not the zombies, but sure. Please hit the crybaby, please hit the crybaby, please hit the crybaby. Where did you go? There you are. He thinks he can hide from the laser. No. No hiding from the laser. So everybody is dead. How did I lose 2 minutes here in my PB? What? What? How am I losing time here? That's what I want to know. How bizarre. How actually bizarre. Once we get through cutscenes, we're actually going to find that somebody is alive in the mall. Mysteries revealed. It doesn't reveal jack shit. Who do we find, you ask? Why, of course. Wait for it. Not Daigo. That's the real one. Not Daigo. We do in fact find... Wait for it. Majima! Good old infected Majima. So, Majima's gonna say about everybody going to Purgatory. He's gonna show us the way. And this is why we needed some of the ammo for the rifle. We've got a set piece here where we're gonna have... set them both to attack for a reason. Reload. We're going to have to protect Majima. Majima's going to go downstairs and he's going to deal with the zombies. And we're going to give him some cover fire. You're supposed to use this rifle. It's not his actual... It's not Kiryu's actual rifle. It's like just a stationary... Oh, sniper. But because we're New Game Plus, we can use our anti-material rifle. You're not dead. Yeah. Didn't get the kill pop up for that one. So every time I was shooting there, I was keeping an eye on the right-hand side of my kill count. Because if my kill count wasn't going up, that meant the zombies were still alive. Fairly certain we can just run through here. When we go around here, Molotov zombies. This is why Molotov zombies are bad. This is why Molotov zombies are very bad. They are literally stun-locking me right now. They are literally stun-locking me right now. Good video game, am I right? I hate them. I don't know how that didn't hit, but sure. Yeah, the drill. Take care of everybody. We just have to kill all the enemies. There's a bunch of different waves that respawn as well, so we're actually just going to use the laser. So as you can see, they spawn in 3 different places. Sometimes when you're looking like these two, sometimes when you're not looking like over here. So we just have to make sure we take care of them. Again, as long as we have them on attack, you'll see that they'll actually go aggressive. That wasn't ideal. She went to go after these 3. These should be the last 2, I think. That works. That works. Dead Souls did actually introduce the sub-story markers, yeah, which is kind of nice. Kind of very nice, thank you, Dead Souls. Either way, we're off to Purgatory. This is probably Kiryu's longest chapter outside of the finale. The finale is just pure Kiryu. But you'll recognize this stretch of land. Yep, we're going through the same area Majima went through earlier. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Alright, so Majima kind of knows that he's bit, and he's basically moping about it and decides, you should back me up and not attack, thank you. He's gonna go off to console himself. He's gonna go have a nice sauna. He thinks that if he can sweat out the infection, then he can get over not being a zombie. Remember to get it out this time. Hi. I don't want to be too close to their spawn points. Can we actually start hitting them? Thank you. That's close. Yep. Oh, she should be on attack now at this point. I was gonna say some people are alive still. An actual entire spawn behind me. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But it's an S rank, so who cares? Haha. Right, either way. This can give us the chance to save again. Please go away, PS3 UI. I hate you. I really, really do. PS3 save UI is so bad. Alright, so we're gonna speak to these two who are like, oh shit, you're the 4th chairman. Surprise, that happens quite a lot. So we're gonna go down here and find good old Daigo. Because old Daigo's just gonna turn up again, as he does. But wait. Let's go have a look. Oh, am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Surprising that Purgatory hasn't been overrun, actually, but... As we get closer to there... Hey ho, it's Akiyama! So, Akiyama is also here, so is Daigo. Almost all of the gang is here. The only members of the gang that aren't here are Majima and Goro. Goro? Yeah, Majima and Goro. And Ryuji. That's what I meant to say. Majima and Goro and Ryuji. All 2 of them. So, we're going to get some plot synopsis from Kage. The person in the bottom left, next to the guy there who is Ryuji's old friend, is DD, I think their name is. They're the ones responsible for the virus. Ooh. Ooh. Of course. Diamond Dog. It was DD or BB, and I don't remember which one. But they're the one that caused the virus. Which you'll see in a little bit. God damn it, BB. Don't shake the baby. Shake the baby. So, here's the problem. Zombies are trying to get into Purgatory via the sewers. They're breaking through, which means we gotta go. So, us and Akiyama, whilst they rebuild the barricade, are gonna have to hold off the zombies, which genuinely means a 3-minute section of defend the area. Which, even without the laser, is piss easy, but with the laser, it's literally, I'm just gonna sit here and spam R1. So... This is 3 minutes. If you got stuff to do, now's a good time. This is all we're gonna do. Might hit Akiyama once or twice. He might hit me. You can see, even with only like 3 zombie spawns, even any percentage, just like whatever. Lots of materials here though. You can get a good bit of materials for gun upgrades. Now this is where you can't take a break. I mean, you could, but here's the problem about taking a break. Every minute that passes, new wave of special infected that you gotta skip past. Again, the Hermit causes the FPS drop. And it's back to hammering R1. And now we wait. Switch sending me a mobile message telling me to watch the round table. How do I know? was fun. Oh, what you're talking about. No, Lugu, I don't. Make sure the camera will, it'll still hit them, but you just make sure the camera's pointed around the right way. Oh, thanks, Akiyama. Doesn't matter. It's gonna hold out for 3 minutes. I'm just gonna shoot the entrance. Shoot myself. Oh no, that's a lot of zombies. What are we gonna do? Oh yeah, there we go. They're all dealt with. Cool. Alright, coming up next though is gonna be, despite the fact that this is literally just this, the next bit coming up is actually kind of tricky. Beat the whole game with just this one weapon? Oh yeah. But it is actually slow. Sometimes it is better to use other weapons, as you are about to see. Make sure this is reloaded before what happens. So, Asagi's going to rejoin us and we're going to carry on, but we're going to carry on right into a boss fight. I wonder if I could hit it with the laser straight away. I might be able to. It'd be pretty fast if I could. I'm not sure. So, we're going to run for the sewer exit. Reloaded my gun before I left. This might be a problem. I need this to hit, or we're not going to get the quick strap. So it is boss time. It is boss time. So I lovingly, affectionately call this next boss Batman. You'll never guess why. I really hope the satellite laser hits here, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be in trouble with my ammo. I'll have to reload at the start. Once again, play guess where the weak spot is. You'll never guess where it is. There is a little bit of a pattern urging here. Hit it once, which is good. So, here's what's going to happen. It's going to try and land. And we're going to have to try and hit it in its weak spot to stop the next wave from forming. Good. That actually seems quite easy. It's not with how Dead Souls aiming works. But if I was like half a second off on the shot that staggered it, it would have spawned in a whole bunch of enemies, and I wouldn't have been able to aim my gun. And then it would have flown around again. So, honestly, that's okay. And again, losing time because I can't be asked to level everybody up to 100. One day, maybe. One day, maybe. Either way, wait for it. You'll never guess who's about to turn up. You will never guess who's about to turn up. I'm gonna lose time. Yeah. Yeah, that was the Purgatory section, not the boss. The boss was pretty good. Once again, turning up just randomly out of the blue for literally no reason. Get past these load screens eventually. My PS3 loads so slowly. I swear my hard drive is dying. It's Daigo! Daigo gives us a message from the florist to go see this gunsmith. That's the end of Daigo in this game. He just disappears again. So what is the one shooting game trope that has been missing from this game so far? That's right. An on-rail shooting section. Oh yes. So here's the best part. Shoot the gun, lose FPS. Don't shoot the gun, hit zombies and lose damage and FPS. Shoot the gun too much, lose the gun. And we are going to have to shoot the zombies because there are some Molotov zombies. When you keep your thing somewhat centralized, it's not too bad. Try and blow up the explosive barrel ahead of time to save the FPS from dropping when you get too close to it. Heck, this bit on harder difficulties, let me tell you. I hold it as I go around, because sometimes you can actually hit the Molotov guy. Blowing those up early, intentionally. And you. Zero Kiwami 1 or OG 1. Zero. Yeah, it's one of those that drops the FPS when you break its body parts off. So fun fact, you can't actually stop it here. So I'm going to be shooting it a little bit until it loses like its HP. The main important things to kill, the barrels obviously, and the Molotov zombies. So look at the timer at the top of the screen. I'm going to intentionally slow down time here. Notice how it goes slower when the FPS drops. And know if you get it to low HP, it does not end at the fight. If you haven't noticed already, its HP is rotating. So the idea is to let it get close and then take its chest out. Best way to save the frames. There we go. And try and take care of as many of the Molotovs as you can. In this next bit, we're going to want to take care of an explosive barrel before we get to it, hopefully. Nope. Oh. Don't have to worry about any of these. Now we have to worry about stopping him. Not fully, so when he stops, it's good enough. This is the last part of it. Now we kill it. And of course, Molotov zombies. Stop. As you can see, no frames allowed. Gun cooldown. Yeah, letting the gun cool down there. There you go, that's your on-rail shooting section. There's actually many Amons in this, but there is one that is, the eternal undead being, etc. Which is the one you fight, and it's the easiest Amon in any of the Yakuza games, by far. If you have a sniper rifle, you just kill him and he doesn't get close to you. Either way, we get to the gunsmith. And who do we find but Ryuji Goda? This is the first meeting we've had with Ryuji since Yakuza 2, and we're surprisingly good friends. Finale. The end. Thank God. So. We are going to meet the gunsmith, who is also the person who made Ryuji's arm. Which, you know, two old enemies just chilling. Him with his minigun. Me with my new anti-material rifle. And hey, guess what? Nikaido, who we're going after, is in the Millennium Tower. Act surprised. Lugu, can you do me a favor? And this is just Lugu, please. Tilde safe in the chat. Appreciate it. Because old me was sensible enough to make a fucking bot command. Thank you very much. 3538. I had the wrong number in my head. I had 4648. So, I'd have been very, very wrong. 3538. Cool. I never ran this game long enough to actually, like, remember the code. So it was like, yeah, alright. There's that rifle. That's the rifle we were supposed to get in this chapter, not the one 5 chapters ago. I wasn't even close, no. That's the best part. Also, if you're lucky, chat, I'll give you a bit of karaoke after this. Because you don't get that much Yakuza karaoke with Dead Souls. Because I barely start the game. So I haven't dismantled the building yet. That's why we're trying to dismantle it. Space Ryuji, we're ready. I'm sure. Let's go. Because we already have the laser on us. So it is time. This is the finale. The finale has now started. Us and Ryuji, two-man band, are gonna run to the Millennium Tower. Akiyama is shrug emoji, and Majima's gone to the sauna. Which sounds very Majima-like. Ah, Molotov zombies. I hate you all. I really, really do. Do I just cancel out of being hit by reloading? Huh. Interesting tech. Try and kill the crybaby, or at least one of them to stop a spawn, but oh. It's gonna be laser time up next. At least you don't have to run through Kamurocho too far to get here. You're just fine. Don't worry about him. He'll teleport here. There you go. Hit that tree for a second there. I was just pushing Ryuji close to the fight, you know. Get in there, lad. One's alive. Really? Boy, those aren't the zombies I expected to be alive after that. In to the Millennium Tower we go. Act surprised. So we're gonna start roaming around the good old Millennium Tower. Gonna have to get to the top. Act surprised. We're gonna go forward with the rifle here. Because all we need to do is get down to the next floor. There you Oh, I have to defeat all the enemies. I'm stupid! I forgot this was the defeat part. Aggro followed me down the stairs! Did you see him? Just brooding menacingly on those stairs? I was not expecting to see that. Good. Either way, up we go. All the way to the top as per usual. So once again, if we're roaming around, the dragon rifle for running and gunning is better. We have to get around to those stairs around there. So we're just gonna run through. Oh, not this way. Forgot that the inside is an actual maze Molotov. Caught by the fire, so I had to dodge over it. Fuck your door. I was trying not to hit him, but oh well. I'll shoot them to get rid of them. Out of my way. Don't you do that. Now, there is also going to be a small volume warning. There is going to be an incredibly annoying sound going off in a little bit. It's definitely a stock alarm sound, because you will have heard this if you've ever played the game GoldenEye. So we gotta cover Ryuji while he closes the door, so, you know. Yeah, pretty much. As you do. Excuse you. And back to the left. They can still get under this gap, by the way. Sometimes. Hey, Poppy, hope you're doing well. Hey, keep going into this room that has a literal rail gun inside of it. Right there. We're firing forward to be able to go fast. As we get through here, this is Majima's office. Hey, Semenya, thank you for 8 months. I appreciate it.
Fruit Pog.
Fruit Pog. Thank you very much, Semenya. Hope you're doing well tonight. And as we get in here, we're going to find a couple of Majima boys. They're just waiting in here. Now, we need access to the upper floors, so we need a key card, which is in the safe. Now, even though we know the code, 3538, we can't open it yet until we go upstairs and get the code. So off we go. We are also getting up to the point where the run could die, if the game decides. Yeah, that way this time. Enemies gonna come out of these lifts, doesn't matter. That's the way back. Never mind. God damn it. We didn't break the hermit, so we saved the frames. Up and around, and up and around, and up and around. And up and around, and up and around. This is gonna PB. Yeah, it actually might. That's the sad thing. After losing 1 minute and 40 seconds in one chapter as well, like. Back to Majima's office. Go away. Back the exact same way we came from. The hermit is still in here. We can get around him. It all depends if the thing. Retake the most important world record. I don't think I can. His load times are way better than my load times. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what, like, actual, like, what kind of PS4 he's got, but my 40GB ain't working. 3438? 3538? Fuck, I can't remember. That's an 8. It's a 4. 5, 3. Okay, never mind. 3, 5, 3, 8. No. So here's the thing. If you fuck it up 3 times in a row, Ryuji will just bust the safe open. That's the best part. 3, 8, 3, 5, 3, 8. Jesus Christ. There it is. Overclock PS3, oh god. So, we gotta go kill the thing upstairs. There is supposedly a big thing upstairs, and the big thing is the thing that caused the zombie infection. It was the first person who was ever infected, and they're the person that's been going around infecting everybody. So we're gonna go and fight it. As you do. Stick in the middle, you should be fine. Use your shots to clear away. I missed my shot, good. Satellite laser time. So, here we go. Here comes the fun part. This is the fight that can cause my console to crash. Let's find out if that happens. If it does, then PB is over. And the first person who ever got infected just so happens to be an old friend of ours. Hello, Hayashi. How are you doing? So, satellite laser. Here's the problem with this fight. This room has so many effects going on it that it drains the FPS. And if we drain the FPS more with the satellite laser, we can actually cause the game to outright just crash. Where has he gone? That's Yuji. Oh, there he is. Time to find out. So for some reason, the thing that turns everybody into zombies is also an aphrodisiac. I'm gonna wait a second to skip the next cutscene to hopefully stave off the crash. There we go, no crash. So, that cutscene right there, because it loaded up, I know we're good. That's the cutscene that if it doesn't load up, then softlocks the game. Cutscene will play in the background, nothing you can do about it, can't skip it, anything like that. Once the cutscene is over, the game will hard crash, trying to load the next cutscene, which in turn then causes the PS3 to freak out and crash the PS3. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking about that. I have done that many times. Also, for some reason, here it gives you the point of no return, despite the fact the point of no return was literally about 20 minutes ago. Good video game. I don't know if delaying the cutscene gives it more of a chance not to crash, but that's what I usually do when I want it to not crash. So, dragon rifle. Off we go. Got a lot of corridor running to do, so... Oh yeah, that volume warning I was saying about is actually coming up here. I was wrong in my timing, it is here. You can't play the game on a PS4, Yami. The game's only available on PS3. See, crawling through. Dragon rifle for this. If you've ever played GoldenEye, you might recognize this alarm sound. I believe it's the exact same one that plays in that game. I think. Oh, nice little push there. So every zombie, because of the alarm, is more aggressive. I've not had this before. This is unfortunate. Jesus. That's a big time loss right there. Are you kidding me right here? You aren't. Oh my god. Well, this is a massive time loss. Terrible section. Here's where the alarm is. I'm fairly certain you can do some kind of quick scope on this thing. If you hit the fire button in early enough, when you scope in there, you actually hit it. I've done it a couple of times, but never intentionally. No fatty. Oh my god, these zombie spawns right all of a sudden. Alright, get the satellite laser out. This is it. The final fights. The final fights. So, in a obvious naming convention, we're going up against a gold enemy and a silver enemy. So, give it a second to load. As long as there's no shenanigans, this will probably PB. Which is bizarre. So, Kinro and Ginro, silver and gold. When they get low enough HP, they actually use the other one to siphon HP off of. Not if you kill them, though. Ryuji, fucking really? God damn it. I just shot Ryuji and I don't even care. So for the next fight, we're gonna have to use both the laser and our rifle, because the second round of the fight is not gonna work with the laser. There is a quick way to do this next fight, but it requires me to just not fuck up, basically. Exactly what Tap says. So, Nikaido has been backstabbed by BBDD, that person in the back. It's such a good fight theme as well. That's also his OST was good. Damn it, he moved too fast. I didn't get him. Let's go after Ryuji. Thanks. So once we've dealt with enough of his HP, here comes the weird part. He is now going to turn into blood and explode. And he's going to create a whole bunch of skinless zombies. Of course, it leaves him with a rather large weak point. His heart's just floating in midair. And this is why the laser doesn't work. So now we have to find it. Oh, nice, it's right in front of us. That's a good spawn. That's an incredibly good spawn. That is an incredibly good spawn. Hot damn. Usually it's behind, like, the other side, behind a pillar. That's an incredibly good spawn. And now for the final boss, because old Nikaido is about to grow in size. Like, very, very large. Yeah, the hitbox in the heart is massive. Yup. Some run out. No, quick, sub to pie. Satellite laser, would you believe? You can hit him after a couple of seconds. There's going to be multiple phases of this fight. We're going to try and skip through as many as possible. This bit is so not Yakuza, but it's so good. Look at this shit. So probably not gonna get the quick phase off here. You can get a quick phase, it's just pure luck if you do or not. In true Resident Evil fashion, you'd think, here comes your rocket launcher, right? Wrong, actually grenades. No, you have to wait until the game tells you to throw the grenade before you throw the grenade. No, he's doing the attack. I hate you. I hate the attack. That makes him slower, obviously. You can sometimes get away with one grenade there. I don't understand the reasons why. This just seems to be completely random. So, this is PBing. This is actually PBing. Hello, YouTube. I don't think I've uploaded a Yakuza Dead Souls VOD to my YouTube in 3 years. Hello, YouTube. Here's your rocket launcher. Get ready for one of the best QTEs you've ever seen.
Hi, YouTube.
Pretty much. Don't ask how Kiryu survives that explosion, I don't know either. That's it. Unfortunately, I can't show you the ending cutscenes if this is going up on YouTube.